J-Mike, talk to us a little bit about what it means to have Lewis playing in front of you on your side, and maybe not having to carry the team maybe as much from an attacking standpoint as perhaps maybe last year.
Yeah, first of all, credit to him. Super happy for him. I think everybody's really happy. He worked his ass off to get back to this point, and yeah, he's scoring goals already, and it's different. Yeah, I'm trying to get used to that feeling again, but it's great. Playing with him and Emil obviously have a lot going forward, and yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a different role for me this year, maybe a little more defensive, but it's okay.
So obviously, you guys looked amazing the first half of the last game. Going into the second half of the last game, everything started to get a little crazy. Where are you guys looking heading into this week? Like, how are you guys capitalizing on that not happening, especially against a team that we're going up against next?
Yeah, I think we were all right up until they scored, which was off of our mistakes. I think it's not even giving them the chance to have that opportunity to score, but like we've seen in the past, I think we held the lead and we held the game, and I think in the past maybe we've blown that a few times, and we have some memories of blowing leads in Columbus. So yeah, no, for sure. We know this is a really dangerous team, and they have a lot of attacking talent, and yeah, it's minimizing every opportunity they have.
Can you talk us through the free kick? Because it seemed Carlos was given direction, everything was happening on the other side of the wall, and then Pereira's obviously a skilled player and hit the ball really perfectly. What happened? Where was the breakdown?
To be honest, since we won, I didn't really look at it.
That's fair.
But yeah, no, Pereira's a great player, and he's got quality, and it was a slick surface, and I think it happened with me last year. He takes that skid off the floor. It's not easy. So yeah, maybe if we lost, I'd look into it a little bit more. But we won, so we forgot about it.
So this week we have a tough opponent, like we mentioned before. Where are you personally going into this week mentally, going up against these guys?
Yeah, I feel good. Obviously, you want to play against the best teams in the league, and obviously ex-MLS Cup champions. Yeah, it's a great test, obviously, as well. Like, it's the beginning of the season, so it's great to see where we stand right now against one of the best teams, and yeah, we want to win, and hopefully we go into some guys will go on break and get a win before everybody leaves, and yeah, then we'll prepare for Miami.
Would you say this is your first test?
First test of the year?
Yeah.
No, I think every game is a test. Obviously, they're one of the better teams in the league, so I think it's a very big test for us.
Obviously, USA U23 camps are coming up. Do you expect to be there? And if you do get called up, what that experience going to be going to Europe and France, playing France, and going to Spain?
Yeah, I sure hope so. Yeah, it's always fun being with that group. Obviously, it's two really good games. And it's always fun going overseas and playing those teams, and it's a good experience, and it's great preparation. So, yeah, I hope I'm a part of that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it if it happens.
This league has traditionally, really since the start, played through international breaks. We're looking at what possible lineups could be for the Miami game coming up the week after next. A lot of very important players on both sides are not going to be with their respective club teams. What are your thoughts on playing league games during international break?
Yeah, that's not normal, right? Is it just an MLS thing?
There's a few leagues.
Is there a few leagues? Yeah, I think it's just part of managing the season. There's nothing we can really do about it. Here, the next guy up mentality. So, yeah, for us, obviously, we want everybody to be there, but it's not like a huge concern. We know the guys who will get their opportunity. They're going to show out, and yeah, they have missing guys as well. They have the best player in the world probably missing.
Second best player.
So yeah, it's just another thing you have to deal with, and it can go in your favor. It could also work against you, but I think at the end of the day, it all evens out.
Columbus have a top striker. Just talk about how you guys kind of could neutralize him from not getting a brace or a hat trick, just maybe limiting him to only 1 or 2 chances a game.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I would say is just playing with that aggression and the grid that we have, and knocking him around a little bit. I know strikers don't like that. Personally, it's not fun when you're getting kicked all game, not in a dirty way, but in an aggressive, smart way. So I think whenever you can throw somebody off their game, that way, I think that helps a lot.
One last thing. I wanted to talk about how good the conditions were of the field last week in that rain. You know, I always feel like the smaller people in the club, the grounds crew, people had a very important role, and they did a great job. Can you just talk a little about the field last week?
Yeah, huge shout out to them. They're incredible. It's one of the best fields I've ever played on, and I had my doubts, but it held really strong. And I think you guys can remember the NYCFC game that got rained out a while ago.
Yep.
I don't think the rain was as hard as that, but I was thinking that's what it was going to look like, and it was amazing. And guys from their team was saying the pitch was amazing, and guys in the locker room as well. So they deserve a ton of credit.
Thanks, Joey.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.